Hello, my name is Praise Akikoimi, and I go to Indiana Math and Science Academy North. I am a sophomore, and my project is about if how you treat a plant will affect its rate of growth. My abstract. In my experiment, I was trying to test if how plants get treated has any effect on their rate of growth. I wanted to study this because I wanted to find out the best method for planting plants. This will be an experimental project in a botany category since I'm experimenting and studying plant behavior. Background information. There are different variety of plants in the world with different structures. Although they may be different in appearance, they still absorb oxygen, um, let out carbon dioxide, and need nutrients just like any other living organism. They use photosynthesis as a source to make food, which includes absorbing sunlight as a source of energy, taking up water through the roots, and getting some nutrients from the soil. Although temperature is not a direct compound in photosynthesis, it can play a role in how fast the plant grows. Without water, sunlight, and the correct amount of nutrients, plants can die, which is why it's very important for your plants to be in the correct environment to survive. Variables. My independent variables were amount of water needed, how many times it should be watered, how much sunlight is given. My dependent variables are the plant growth, since we're measuring it. The controlled variables were the amount of soil, plastic pots, and the amount of seeds per pot. My hypothesis. If I water and provide plant group 2 with daily moisture and sunlight, I believe that they will grow taller than the others because when plants have all the necessities needed to grow, they'll survive and stay healthy. Procedures. Step 1. Clean workspace area for a nice and tidy environment. Step 2. Get out 3 to 4 inch deep transparent planting pots with a 7.2-inch diameter and 1 pound of soil. Step 3. Pour in 260 grams of soil in each of the pots. Step 4. Poke 1-inch deep holes into the soil, allowing them to be 3 inches apart in each of the pots. Step 5. Take 5 lima beans and plot them in each of the holes for all the pots. Step 6. Lightly moisten the soil with water. Step 7. Label the pots to be Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. Step 8. Allow Group 1 to be watered weekly, 1 inch, 16 milliliters of water. Group 2 to be watered daily with 1 inch of water, and Group 3 to not be watered at all. Allow Group 1 to be near a source of sunlight for 8 to 9 hours. Group 2 is to be put near a source of sunlight, like a windowsill, at all times. And Group 3 is to be put away in a dark closeted space. Step 10. Record the growth of each group of plants every 2 days and continue this for the next 2 weeks. The materials I used were 1 liter of spray bottle, water to put in the spray bottle, 9 lima beans, 1 ruler to measure growth, and 3 8-inch diameter planting pots. This is my data and observations. So as you can see here, there is plant group 1, plant group 2, and plant group 3. And since I put 3 individual lima beans in each of the groups, I measured them um, I measured each of them to see how much they grow, and I found their constants as well. Here are the pictures that I use. So I put labels for the planting pots so I could decipher which is which. And this is how I planted my seeds for each of the pots. And I made sure to put them 1 inch apart. Here are some more pictures. Plant group, this picture on the left shows plant group 2 after 3 days of growth. And the picture on the right shows plant group 1 after 3 days of growth. You can see the clear difference between the two. Here is my graphing data. So we can see the clear difference of how much they've grown from plant group 1 over here to plant group 2 and plant group 3. The results. I noticed that plant group 2 grew the most out of all the plants. Watering and providing them with sunlight daily allowed them to grow faster than the others, and even healthier. Its average growth was 7.76 inches as a total, and for group 1, it was 6.9 and 0.12 inches. Its average growth was 0.86 inches, more than group 1, and 7.64 inches for group 3. I was surprised that it didn't overwater because in my research, the plants should only be provided water weekly instead of every day. My hypothesis was correct all in all. My conclusion. My hypothesis that watering and providing plant group 2 with daily moisture and sunlight will allow it to grow taller than the others and stay the healthiest was correct. The reason I believe this is because plant group 2 grew an average of 8 inches compared to the other two groups, with average growths of 7 and 0 inches. I also observed while taking a closer look at the roots that although group 1 grew a lot with 7 inches of growth, its roots were very dry and brittle. It was very thin compared to group 2's roots. When bean plants are dehydrated, the roots tend to be very brown and sensitive. But when bean plants receive enough water, and are healthy, the roots are either tan or white shade. I took a look at Group 2's roots, and they were white, letting me know that they were well hydrated and healthy. These findings are important because they help provide a better and more efficient method for planting plants, such as watering the plants and providing plants with sunlight daily instead of weekly. Thank you.